Welcome back, Tater Tots, to my channel for episode 7 of the Sugar Macaroon Legacy Generation 1 Watermelon. So, in the last episode, Melly went off to do her own research and to see what she could find. And that's when the librarian actually gave her a key to access the attic. And that's where she was able to find a really old book. And in that book, she actually discovered a note that fell from its pages. And then eventually, as she was heading home later that evening, she overheard talking from a nearby alley and found Miss Goldblum and Mallory having a conversation in hushed voices. And so a few days later, she decided to speak with Mallory about it and let her know that she did overhear them. And that's when Mallory actually asked her to meet her by the falls so that she could show her something. And so this leads us to where we are for today's episode. It was evening when Melly headed straight for the falls. Her heart was beating fast at the prospect of whatever Mallory was going to share with her. She took a deep breath as she gazed at the gorgeous waterfall and waited. Before long, she heard Mallory calling out to her. "I hope you haven't been waiting long," she said as she walked closer. "Not at all. I got here just a few minutes ago. I was just enjoying the scenery. So, why are we meeting here?" Melly asked, curious as to how she would respond. Mallory looked at her for a moment before answering and finally said, "Because I live here. Follow me." With that said, she turned and headed up the hill. Melly quickly followed behind her, knowing full and well that they were heading right in the direction of the old, supposedly abandoned cottage. It wasn't long before they reached the front door. Mallory stopped right outside and hesitated for a moment before saying, "Well, here we are." Melly glanced around. "Isn't this the cottage from the stories? The one that's supposed to be abandoned?" Mallory looked over her shoulder and smiled. "Yeah, that's the one. This is my home." She opened the front door and ushered Melly inside. While the outside of the home seemed overgrown and forgotten, the inside was the opposite. It was old, but definitely lived in. It had all you needed, just like any normal home. Nothing seemed out of place or strange, other than the spider webs and some strangely shaped bottles here and there. "Before I show you what I want to show you, I need to explain something. This house has a history. A lot has happened here." Mallory gazed around at the room with a small smile. "A history? A history of what?" "A history of the witches?" Melly asked, trying to piece her vague responses together. "You could say that, but more importantly, the history of my family." Melly stared at her in disbelief, uncertain of how to respond. Did this mean what she thought it meant? "Mallory, are you saying that your family is the family of witches from the story you told?" "You're smart, so I know you'll find the answer. Anyways, follow me." With that, she motioned for Melly to follow her to a nearby bookshelf. Melly couldn't believe it. The answer to her questions was literally in front of her. She wasn't sure what to expect next, but she knew this was her only chance to find out the truth. She quickly followed after her. To her surprise, she watched as Mallory pulled a single book from the shelf, causing the entire bookshelf to swing open like a door. "This way," she said as she walked through. Melly gulped nervously, but followed. The room was empty except for a staircase leading down. They descended down these stairs into a very dimly lit passage with nothing but candles lighting the way. There was a musty smell in the air. You could tell this area had been built a very long time ago, probably much older than the house itself. Mallory stopped outside a door, took a deep breath, and knocked. "I'm coming in." She looked back at Melly, gave her a comforting smile, and opened the door. The room was dark, lit by candles, just like the stairwell had been. All sorts of plants hung on the walls, along with pots and medicinal tools. Melly saw Mallory gazing over to the left of her. It was then that she noticed a silhouette in front of a crackling fire. "Mallory, what have I told you?" A stern voice sounded from the darkened figure. "I know, but we have no reason to be ashamed. Plus, she's figured it out on her own. Please, can we be honest with someone for once? Grandma." Melly was shocked at these words. Grandma? It was then that the figure turned to face them. She was a very aged woman with silver gray hair in a bun. The wrinkles on her face were tightened in a stern gaze, looking directly at her. Melly felt as though she was peering into her soul. "Name?" she asked firmly. Melly. Melly Macaroon." "Melly, huh? What reason do you have to be hanging around Malory and finding yourself here?" "Grandmother, please," Malory pleaded. "Quiet. I am addressing Melly here, not you." "Now continue, please, dear." Melly gulped, uncertain about how her reasons might cause the woman to react. She took a deep breath and spoke. "I only recently moved here. I'm the daughter of Graham Downey in town. Well, not his real daughter. I was abandoned by my parents and left on his doorstep. Anyway, I saw a note with a poem on it about leaving herbs on a hill for a witch, so I went for myself and dropped off some herbs to see what would happen. I happened to see Kim Goldbloom appear and followed her to this place. I thought it was odd, since this place was supposed to be abandoned. And then I heard the story of the witches from Malory at the library. Later, I overheard your granddaughter and Miss Goldbloom arguing in an alley about a promise and not being ashamed of who you are. I questioned Malory about it, and..." The woman lifted her hand up, signaling for her to stop. "That's enough. I've heard what I need to. Come here." She motioned for Melly to come closer to her. She walked over in front of the woman, her heart beating fast. "Give me your hands." The woman clasped both of Melly's hands within her own and closed her eyes. She seemed to be focusing on something, but what? Melly had no idea. Silence filled the room for what felt like an eternity before the woman spoke again. "I see." "Excuse me, but you can see what?" Melly finally gained the courage to ask. The woman looked at her with a fixed gaze, as if deciding on something. "Your intentions are true, and your heart is pure. I can tell you are being honest and not hiding your real intent from me." "How can you be so sure?" Melly asked. The woman chuckled. "I'm sure you already know part of that answer. It's the one you've been seeking all this time." Melly looked up quickly. "You mean it's true then? You and Malory, you're both witches?" The woman let out a small sigh and smiled. "It is as you said. The blood of the witches runs through our veins." She gazed down at her hands for a moment and looked back up at Melly. "Where are my manners? I never formally introduced myself. My name is Aggie. I apologize for my attitude earlier, but as you can tell, I'm quite sensitive to others knowing the truth. It has not served us well in the past." Melly looked at the old woman intently. "I hope you know I would never do anything to hurt you or your family. Honestly, I just want to know the truth and understand this place more." Aggie chuckled. "I know, dear. Upon touching your hands, I could see it all. As I'm sure you know from the story, witches each have different gifts or powers. Mine lies in knowing the intentions of the heart. All I need is a simple touch to know the true desires of an individual. If you don't mind my asking, can you tell me the witch your family lineage comes from?" Melly couldn't help her growing curiosity. After all, the answers to all her questions was right here. Althea. She was my grandmother. She sadly passed away while still young, several years after my mother, Malory's great-grandmother, was born. She used her powers to save someone dear to her and paid the ultimate price. That is the curse that came along with her gift. Her powers, when used, took her youth, which in turn shortened her lifespan each time. Just like... Her voice trailed off. "Grandma, please don't be sad. I've learned to let it go. After all, it's the whole reason I'm even here," Malory urged pleadingly. Aggie gazed at her granddaughter for a moment before continuing. "I know, my dear. But as a mother, it still hurts my own heart." She looked back at Melly. "My daughter, Malory's mother, inherited the powers of Althea. After giving birth, we noticed how sickly and weak Malory was. We knew she wouldn't make it unless Miranda used her gift. I was torn between it all. I selfishly wanted to keep my daughter here, but didn't want to have to sacrifice my only grandchild for it. In the end, well, you can see what happened. She's no longer with us. I lost my only daughter, but gained my precious granddaughter. It was then that I decided to protect her at all cost. I refused to let my daughter's sacrifice be in vain. People had caused our family so much pain by blaming us for something that wasn't our fault to begin with. I didn't want her to face a troublesome life like we had, with people that had known what we are. I had met Kim Goldbloom through my daughter, Miranda. The two had been close friends. Against my wishes, in her teen years, she had told her our secret. I was furious, but I could sense the deep connection the two of them had. After the loss of my daughter, Kim was absolutely distraught. It was then that I made her promise me that she would keep our family secret and protect Malory. She would make sure no one found out what she was so she could live a peaceful life. As the years have gone on, I've become quite ill from the use of my own powers, as well as the pain from the years of loss. That is the reason for the story of the offering on the hill. Kim would tell people a frightening story so that people would stay away from this place. Then she would secretly bring me all the herbs and other plants I needed to make my medicine. And she still does. She placed her hand to her head as it was beginning to pound. I'm sorry, dear. I've grown quite tired. I strained myself using my powers once more. I need to rest. And with that, Melly and Malory left her to be alone. Wow, so it's official. We have just found out that Malory really is a descendant of the witches from the story that she told in the library that Melly heard. So we are just upstairs currently in Malory's house. We have just left Aggie alone, so she is downstairs resting in her bedroom. And so Melly is just up here chatting, trying to find out a little bit more information from Malory. So I'm going to kind of pause it real quick just so that I don't lose track of what I'm trying to say. So Melly has been asking a few more questions. She's like, so, I'm so sorry about your mother and what happened. And Malory, she's really okay with it. She's like, don't worry about it, Melly. I never met her myself personally, but from the stories that my grandmother says, I know she was such an incredible, wonderful woman. And I know that she loved me. Obviously, if she didn't, she wouldn't have sacrificed herself for me. And so she has no, depression or, guilt about her mother being gone because she knows that it's because of her that she's even here today. And so then that leads Melly to ask, she's like, I don't want to offend you or dig too deep into anything, but what about your father? Where's he? And so Malory's like, don't worry about it. I can definitely tell you. So my mom actually met my dad and they fell in love and everything. And then she got pregnant with me. And she decided, of course, she went to tell my father. And she also told him about the fact that she comes from a family of witches. And he was not a fan of that. He was terrified. He wanted nothing to do with her and ran off. It was a few months after this had happened, when they had broken up, that my mother heard that he had been in a terrible accident. So it was already too far past for her to do anything about it or to use her magic to help him because he was already gone. And at that point, she was pregnant anyways. And so she honestly wouldn't have done anything to save him at the risk of losing me. So, I'm grateful for the way things turned out. So I technically don't have either of my parents here, but my grandmother, she's been everything that I need. And so I'm not let down in any way whatsoever because she has been here for everything. And so Melly, she loves to hear that from her. And she's so glad that Malory, she's got such a good head on her shoulders. And even though her family's been through such a hardship, to know that she's just so loving and trusting. And that is part of why Aggie was just so upset about Melly knowing the truth about them at first, is because of that experience with Malory's biological father and how he treated her daughter Miranda after he had found out that she was pregnant and found out that she was a witch. It was just nothing that he wanted to be a part of. And so that really was just kind of a stab in the back, And so with that being said, that is why Aggie has a lot of the trust issues that she has. And then, of course, with the past with her great-grandmother Althea and what happened and how people treated them in this village for many years after that. So there's just a lot of history going on here. And, Melly is so pleased to know the truth, but it makes her want to strive even harder to do all that she can to help Malory and Aggie and to help spread any positivity that she can and to also correct any misinformation of things that she might know. So I'll look at Melly over here cleaning up. So yeah, it looks like Malory made us something to eat. So Whew, that is a lot of information and such a heavy night. But Mallory is so cute. She's so happy, and her mother was absolutely beautiful. If you guys saw from the beginning part, and oh my gosh, and Aggie is just downstairs, down here. I don't know. She's looks like she's resting, and I don't know what she is wearing. Because I definitely didn't pick that out for her. She's got things in her hair. She's got a can of something stuck in there. So let's just pretend she's not wearing that. Let me put her back in her normal outfit here. There we go. That's much better. So yeah, Aggie looks like she's doing some light reading. I know she does a lot of journaling and whatnot, but also just some information for you guys to know. So typically Aggie doesn't ever leave this area. She does sometimes venture up here to the upstairs of the house, but she does not really ever leave the house. And a lot of that is just her insecurities, and she wants to feel safe. She does have different enchantments and things to protect the house from people, but also she stays down here. As you guys can see here, she works on creating all of her using her herbs and plants to create her medicines that she needs to try to help her, because she is quite old and she's been through a lot. And like what we heard, that when she uses her powers too, that there seems to be, a drawback to that. It causes her to, lose a lot of energy, and it just really takes a lot out of her. And so she uses these to try to help keep her health up. But, she is old, and so she knows that her time is running out. So, all right. And then also, I did want Mallory to come over and ask, or not Mallory, Melly to come over and ask Mallory about a few things, because she wants to know out of curiosity, after hearing how witches have different powers and whatnot. She's like, well, what is your power? And she's actually like, well, funny story. I barely have any magic, to be honest. At the most, I can just do some household chores like wash dishes or have a broom sweep by itself or doors open on their own, which explains why Kim Goldblum, when she came to the house, the door opened on its own. That was actually Mallory. But she's like, yeah, and most of it's because I guess I get a lot of who I am from my biological father, who was just a normal human. He wasn't a witch at all. And so, I think this has really, really brought Melly and Mallory closer together. See, they've gained a sentiment. You're so fun to be around. I really enjoy spending time with you, and I hope you feel that way about me too. And I absolutely adore that about the two of them, like seeing them get so close, and a chicken love from petting a chicken successfully. Oh, this chicken is such a sweet one. Melly has built so much trust with him that she didn't even get pecked at when showing some love. That's funny. And like a breath of fresh air, Melly just befriended a nature enthusiast. Nature enthusiasts are passionate about the natural world Sims live in, which can make them super fun Sims to hang out with, especially outdoors. So yes, we love nature enthusiasts. So it is really late. So Mallory is heading off to bed, and so we are going to head back onto our home as well. We're back at the house, and I have to be honest, I have no idea why her energy levels are up so high, because I have not done anything. And wow, look at all this rain on our plants. Things are looking great. So, okay, how are our chickens? They are all sleeping. It looks like Shiloh is up here just getting some rest as well. So since she's not tired, let's come over here and we're going to work on some of our flower arranging skills. Let's just do I don't know if I've done these before. I think I have. Maybe we should try something different, something really unique. So let's do some begonias, and let's see, Paradise in Pink. Oh, that one's really expensive, but I guess we'll start with this pink begonia because it is not insanely expensive, but that way we can work on getting our skills up. Plus, Melly, her mind is literally just reeling after the night that she has had. Like, she just doesn't even know what to do with herself right now. She's like full of excitement and eagerness, but sadness and sorrow at the story that she heard and at the troubles and difficulties in life that Aggie has gone through, the suffering she's had. But then she's just so thrilled to be trusted. Like, she loves the fact that Aggie could sense how good her heart is and how pure she is in her intentions. Because sometimes, I feel like when you look at yourself and reflect personally on yourself, you don't really know, like, you have to ask yourself, like, am I this way? am I really this way, or is it that I just think I am? And so it's kind of like huge confirmation for Melly to know, like, I am a good-hearted person and I am trying to do my best here. And, she knew that she could trust me, that I'm not going to go around spreading gossip or telling lies about their family and the truth and thing. And so I love that. And so Melly, she is just so full of energy from it. It's given her a new pep in her step, and she just really has a goal now to do all that she can to help that family. And she loves being in on everything and not being just left in the dark and speculating, because when we speculate, we can create so many other stories and avenues in our mind. And so this has really just helped her have that straight and narrow thought. And now the only problem, honestly, is that Kim Goldblum is going to find out. Ooh! And so Melly is pretty nervous about that, because she knows the personality that Kim has and how she's really stubborn. And she's very secretive. Like she keeps a lot of things to herself. And that's totally fine, Like, not everyone wants to open up and tell their life story. And I totally get that. And she has respect for that. But she has this very strong feeling that Kim is just not going to be the most excited to know that someone else knows, because she takes her responsibility of keeping that promise very seriously. And so now she's going to probably feel like she broke that promise. So I'm not sure yet if Melly's going to be the one. I think Aggie is probably going to have to be the one to talk to Kim about it. And then we might have to talk to Kim after that. So that's just something that's probably going to have to be coming up. But yeah, in the meantime, Melly is just going to focus on, befriending and getting closer with Malory, finding out what she can do, if there's errands she can run, or if Aggie needs any herbs and things like that she can help out with. And continue, of course, working on progressing in her career, as well as training Shiloh, working on our garden. And of course, we need to upgrade our house. And hi, Shiloh. Poor little Shiloh must be hungry. Give me just a minute, sweetie, and we will fill your bowl as soon as I finish this flower arrangement. And yeah, so I'm going to continue. Wow, it's like 5 a.m. She's about to start work and everything. But we do have work today, don't we? Yeah, we do. But we're just going to work from home, so it'll be fine and all that. So, all right, guys, I will see you in a couple of hours. Melly has still been working throughout the entire night, and we just finally reached flower arranging level 6. So Melly can scent their arrangements with snapdragons and chrysanthemums. Their level 3 floral arrangements will also be of higher quality. So we're finally going to get up there in our quality. So guys, I think we will be getting our promotion today, which I am so excited about. We are drawing closer and closer to maxing out our gardening career. And what are we sad about? Never good enough. Not surprising that anything Melly does results in failure, even the things that she makes. Oh, honey, no, your flower arrangements are starting to look gorgeous. We do just need to research a plant today. And, is our bathtub dirty, or is that just, nope, it is dirty. Okay. Yeah. Ew. Look at the side of this. Like, okay, guys, I'll tell you. So my husband and I, we just bought a house back in August of 2023. And so we've been doing a ton of renovations. Like, we got brand new carpet, brand new flooring. We've been painting, getting new trim and everything like that. But we've really had to slow it down because, that stuff gets expensive, and our mortgage, like, oh my gosh, it's just ridiculous how much it costs just because of how expensive things are these days and the housing market. So it's not great. But, the bathtubs in this house, like, we are going to renovate the bathrooms and get new toilets and probably new sinks, all this stuff eventually. And the good thing is my husband knows how to do all of that stuff, so it saves us a ton of money, which is fantastic. And okay, this one is gorgeous. I want to see normal quality. Yes, honey. So, okay. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that in the bathrooms, the toilets and the showers, like, the people that were here before, this house used to be a rental. And so, like, the tap, wow, I don't even know what I'm saying. The showers and the tubs, like, they have like all these stains, kind of like this, but I mean, they're not drippy stains like this, but like, I don't know what they did, but like, I have scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed, and I still can't get it to be the way that I want. And it is what it is, but I am looking forward to getting a really nice new ones eventually. But once we got to make sure our finances and things are all good. But too bad we can't just do that mother load cheat, because whoo, that'd make my life a lot easier. So wow, this storm is like really coming down. We're gonna trim this overgrowth on our bonsai because why not? Wow, I didn't realize that actually the bonsai works on your flower arranging skill. Who would have thought? Because I definitely didn't. So I'm hoping that this storm goes down, because she does need to research a plant, and I do not want her to be out here in this, because this is terrible. The poor little chickens. Oh my gosh. Yeah, when we went to... So we went up for the Christmas holiday. We went up to my in-laws' house, and there was definitely some snow on the ground, but not like a ton. But it was very cold. And look, as I literally said that, and then she comes out here and does this, like to put it on a tree stump. Girl, I don't know what you're doing, but clean this up. Don't you just leave trash out here on a stump? What you doing? But my father-in-law, he has... they have chickens, and so they have these little coops, and then they slide them around to different areas of their property. And I literally I have to laugh when I see the chickens and like their little covering, and oh my gosh, I'm so scared. Please don't get struck by lightning. And they just hang out in there, and they have like a little bar that they jump up on and just balance on. And it's just so funny, because I've just never owned chickens before, and so just seeing the way that they act. And my son, I took him over there, and he was just laughing. He just thought they were so funny, and it was so cute to hear his little laugh. I loved it. And okay, Shiloh, honey, are you doing okay? No, I don't want to scare her. You need more food? Okay, so let's go ahead and fill her bowl. We'd already filled it up earlier, but it's okay if she is hungry. She's having a rough day. So yeah, girl, you're going to be uncomfortable if you're going to be out in the rain all day. Like, goodness gracious. Okay, and go eat something. I forgot what I have in there. I think it's Capri salad. So, okay, man, this is such a bad storm. What is our weather looking like for the week? Can we tell storms? So tomorrow is supposed to be cloudy. Or nope, I'm up here. Cloudy, cloudy, cloudy. Look, it's supposed to storm on her birthday. Of course it is. Of course it is. Ugh. How terrible. But it's okay, Melly. We're going to have a great rest of our day. We're going to research a plant, and we're going to get that promotion. Melly took a nice little snooze this afternoon to make up for her late night. So she's just sitting here working on a cross stitch of some birds while watching some television. That way we can try to just wait out all of this rain, because it's so ridiculous. She's about to get to her next skill level. And I did notice that she does have a fear of failure, so become recognized for work. The truth can set you free. Maybe Melly does good work, but there are ways to prove it. Asking for a performance review or showing off her work will prove that she is capable. So we can click on a crafted object and select show off work. Alternatively, while at work, click on your Sims portrait to change your away activity to ask for performance review. So, honey, I think you're about to feel real good when you get your promotion today. I love on this TV how they added like the lines and everything. Like, it really just suits the aesthetic of this style of TV, because I remember these TVs when I was younger. Like, that makes me feel really old, but my grandparents, they had one of these and all of that. But look at our little bird. Oh my gosh, level 4. Yes, Melly's proficiency with a needle has made her a crafting connoisseur. Melly now has a pattern for foxes, chickens, and a gnome. She can also stitch some delicious foods. Nothing says love like cross-stitch cheese. That is awesome. I love that. So we're going to definitely have to try out these new patterns. So let's take a look at our skills that we've got going on. So we do have to max this out. And then our pet training, I think, yeah, we're almost there, because there's only 5 levels of the pet training. And then our flower arranging, we're going to have to keep working on that to get up to our promotions. We're not going to these festivals because we live far away in the little town of Henford-on-Bagley. So we're going to pretend that we don't know anything about all these big city events that are going on. And where is Shiloh? Shiloh, honey, why are you out in the rain? Why are you doing this to yourself? Why? Okay, so we're going to finish our cross stitch, and then as soon as she does that, I think we are going to praise Shiloh and spend a little bit of time. Oh, we should pamper on the couch. That would be cute. Is that in pet care? Or that's probably under friendly. Pamper on couch. So let's finish this up. And oh, Sarah Scott, quick question. Dawn, Hara, and I were planning to spend some casual friend time together. Should I do it? Go for it. Like, I don't know who that is, but you know. Oh, Shiloh, don't go to sleep. Oh, whew. Oh, no, she's going to sleep. Okay, let's scratch her favorite spot. Oh, here she comes to get on the couch and snuggle. Oh my gosh, that lightning sounded so close. Oh, it was right next to our truck. Whew, we're lucky our truck didn't catch on fire. So, oh, sweet Shiloh. She's loving this, getting some sweet attention from Melly. Melly is telling Shiloh everything that happened last night. She's like, I have so many details. Oh my gosh, like it's the craziest thing, but I'm so happy. And so Shiloh, you know, she is feeling so happy for her owner. So, all right, let's see. Training. We're going to continue our speak training as well. That way we can keep working on that skill, spend some time with Shiloh because Shiloh looks like she's feeling tense and I want to try to cheer her up as best as we can. And it looks like anyways that this storm is not going to be ending anytime soon. So we have ended the night with Shiloh officially learning how to speak. So we are giving her a treat and we are just going to grab something to eat really quick, have a salad and head on straight to bed because whew, this girl is exhausted. She's had such a long day. And we actually just had a visitor, this person at our door. And I don't know why anyone would venture out here in the middle of a storm. So, you know, that's terrifying, but maybe that's their thing. Maybe they're a storm chaser. I don't know. But we're going to send her on to bed and then I will see you tomorrow. Happy Saturday, everyone. Melly has woken up to a beautiful day. The sun is shining. The rain is gone. The clouds have parted. Oh, it's so nice because we were starting to feel pretty tense with that crazy storm going on yesterday. So we are just getting her up and ready. I think she should be at 7 a.m., I think, getting the new promotion. So I'm so excited about it. I'm so happy for her. She's been working so hard on this. And let's see, we've got 9,400 simoleons, so this could be a good time for us to start thinking about our greenhouse. So I really need to consider where I want to put it. And I'm thinking I'm probably, like part of me's thought about moving all of these plants to this area up front and then having the greenhouse back here. But I feel like the greenhouse might look cuter over in this area. Like I don't plan on having like a huge, ridiculous one, but you know, just enough to have like some of the flowers that she'll use for her flower arrangements and things like that. So let's go ahead and have her get some leftovers, get herself a breakfast, and then we'll also have her brush her teeth and just be ready for the day. Shiloh has had breakfast. It looks like Shiloh is feeling fine, so she has cheered up a little bit. And we are literally, I think, almost there. Yep, we are so close to maxing out that pet training skill. I think we can definitely do that in this episode, so I'm really excited about that. This must be from that lightning strike. So we can, I guess, claim that promotion. There it is. Promoted to floral organizer. Melly has been promoted to floral organizer. She will now make an additional 8 simoleons per hour for a grand total of 68 simoleons per hour. She has also received the following bonus: 850 simoleons and star blossoms. So awesome. So we are doing so good. I'm so proud of her. What a perfect job for her, a floral organizer. And congratulations on starting your element collection. I don't really plan on starting it. I just wanted to sell it for money, honestly. So, all right, we do need to craft a flower arrangement. That is simple enough. Those are things we can definitely do. We will come over here and scatter our feed and clean our coop. These poor little chickens. Oh, how many eggs do we have in here? 8 eggs. All right, so we will collect the eggs. All of our chickens are getting really old, so I think they will all be going their merry way soon, and the Reaper will be visiting us soon, sadly. And look at little Shiloh out here with our plants, just taking care of them and basking in the sun. So, okay, let's go ahead and sell these babies, and then we will get to work on our flower arrangement. Now that we have taken care of the garden, Melly has been spending the rest of the afternoon just practicing tricks, and there we go. She has officially maxed out her pet training skill, level 5. At the highest level of the pet training skill, Melly can have her dog perform tricks for passing sims and will be able to teach tricks to dogs faster. So I love, look at Shiloh just playing dead. That's hilarious. She is loving on that. So that is super cute. And Melly, oh my goodness. So we are going to give her a hug, and we're going to go ahead and give her a poop randomizer just because I want to see what happens with it. So, okay, and we need to mop and clean up a few things. Look how beautiful it is out here. OMG, I am loving that. And so I did want to have Malory come on over today to see if there's anything that we can do to help her out, or any errands we can run. And look at this. I didn't even realize Judith Bowie, when we went over to her house, she has passed away. Oh my goodness. I wonder what she passed away from. It doesn't say, but oh, that is just so heartbreaking. Okay, well, we are going to invite Malory to come on over. I love how she's always wearing her witch outfit. That's just like her costume she always wears to the library for all the readings and things. And so it's kind of funny because she is like one of those people that even though she really is a witch in reality, she is not afraid to showcase it, but she knows that a lot of people don't believe in witches anyway, so she has like no problem with dressing up as one, and then the fact that she's the one telling the stories, it's really cute, and I love that about her. Oh, the Fenwick Fair has started. I didn't even realize that. I think this is the llama competition one. So yeah, let's have Malory come on over, and then we will invite her to go to the fair with us. Look at this cute little fox, Snipe. It's an old fox. So, okay, Malory, are you coming over? There she is. Perfect. All right, so we are going to come on over, and we are going to talk with her briefly. And Malory is like, oh, honey, get out of bed. Like, I know you're tired, but your friend is over here. So we are going to call her over and chat. So she's like, of course, I don't know how she would hear you through that. But, oh my gosh, honey, stop going to sleep. Wake up. So she's like, hey, Malory, so the Fenwick Fair just started. Would you want to go with me? She's like, absolutely. That sounds like so much fun. So, all right, let's head on over that way. We have arrived at the fair, and yes, it is indeed the llama fair. So let's go ahead, and we are going to come and submit our own entry. And it looks like they have changed into some summer wear. And look, we've got Dawson, Hooks, and Charlotte Hooks. Look, they must be competing against each other. She has orange wool, which is normal. He has brown wool, which is normal. Well, you know what I got? You know what I got? I got some rainbow wool. So I'm thinking we are looking good for this. So girl, let's put our rainbow wool there. And oh my gosh, is Lavina Chopra, the mayor, pregnant? She is pregnant. So it looks like Raul is going to be having a sibling soon. Look how beautiful our wool is. Quality is rare. It's so gorgeous. Yes. So let's view our own competition entry just to see. We're over here chatting with Malory. Malory's like, this is so fun. Melly, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm really, really enjoying myself. Hope here comes Lavina to make her, her entries. But, since she's pregnant, she's getting ready for her future little baby on the way. I think she's really going to like our beautiful rainbow wool. It's very festive. It's colorful. It's perfect for a baby's room, right? And look at this llama. I love this so much. That's so funny. I don't know why my screen is not wanting to rotate and open. There's Graham just whipping out his cross stitch. So whose llama is this? Just a llama. Okay, it doesn't really say a name or anything, but all right. So Melly Macaroon has identified I don't care, girl, why are we talking about fish? That's not what I wanted you to do. I wanted you to inspect your own rainbow whatever. But okay, things are going pretty well, I think, with this. Oh, I think someone else is pregnant here too. It must be the season, that time of year, man. Oh, Graham just disappeared. I don't know where he went. But our girl is feeling pretty hungry, so we're going to come in here and get something to eat. And oh my gosh, there's Aggie. Just pretend Aggie is not here because she does not venture out of the house. So yeah, we're going to pretend like we can't see her. Yeah. Anyways, so I don't know why I clicked that. let's get something to eat, order some food. Cottage pie, we've had that. Cheese. Let's get some buttered crumpets this time. OMG, and look, and now Sarah Scott is pregnant too. Like, seriously, something is in the air. There are 3 Sims here that are pregnant. Oh man, it's baby season, I'm telling you. So, all right, we got this was a buttered crumpet, right? That looks delicious. Does that just mean like a waffle? I don't know. It just looks like a waffle with butter on it to me. But okay, we have that. Look at this cozy fire and look at the beautiful water and the bridge. Oh my God. This kid is just like over here making such a mess. And the mom, I'm assuming, nope, it's a goth child. Meredith Roswell cannot handle it. And so she's just up here doing some community service basically and cleaning the street, the bridge. And look at Mallory looking cute, getting her jog on because the weather is so great. She's like, I can't help myself, Melly. Like, I've got to take advantage of this. The weather is too fantastic. And look, Shiloh was out here. She was getting in the water and whatnot. So, okay, we are being greeted. Chat with Lillian. That is great. So we did finish our food, but I wanted to come over here to ask about activities. I think that's where it was. Ask for help cleaning. I guess, can we not ask maybe because she's a teen for a Henford on Bagley, what do you call it? Like the errand or something, like the things that people need help with. So, okay. Well, let's go ahead and get our needs taken care of here. And then we're not going to stay here much longer because Melly is literally exhausted. So we'll just stay here just a very short little bit. And then we're going to head on back. They can just let us know if we won or not. Oh my gosh, Melly, she got a thing saying, God, my eyes, because she saw such an unattractive sim. So, oh girl, let's not be rude, okay? We just got the notification now that we're back home that we got 3rd place wool competition ribbon. I thought for sure that we would get 1st place because of ours being rare. Your wool has won 3rd place at the Fenwick Fair. Please check your Sims household inventory to find your wool. So, okay, well, we did try. So anyways, we are going to go ahead and send her on to bed. Oh, wait, before we do that, we need to fill Shiloh's bowl and then get on to sleep, and I will see you guys later. It is Sunday morning, and we have started off our day with the Grim Reaper showing up to take one of our little chickens. Oh my gosh, Hunger is starving. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness, are my chickens that bad off? Starving? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's come out here and scatter some feed nearby. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize y'all were so hungry. Oh my gosh, they're very unhappy. I'm a terrible owner. And for some reason, Shiloh has run away again. And I'm not sure why, because I had fed her, she was happy, and then she like woke up this morning and was suddenly like uncomfortable, and then she took off. So I don't understand. But you know, we did post a thing that she's missing, so hopefully she will be back soon. Regardless though, Melly is not off to a great start for the day. It is Monday evening, and Graham literally was just here at our house. He just left because he came over to talk to Melly because her birthday is tomorrow, and he wanted to let her know. He said, hey, I've got your birthday party planned. We're going to have it here at your house. You just be here, do your normal routine, and I will be planning everything. So don't you worry. You don't need to set up anything. I will set it all up, and we're going to invite some people from town. It's going to be awesome. So she is getting some rest. She doesn't know what to think of it, but you know, she is excited because she just appreciates that Graham's being such a sweetheart about it. And Shiloh did come back actually, so she is in a pretty good mood. So things are going really well there. So yeah, tomorrow we will be having her birthday party. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Today is officially the day that Melly will become an adult. So I'm really excited. She is just over here pruning her little bonsai tree. And we gave Shiloh a bath this morning, and we were hoping to have a really beautiful day for her birthday, but I forgot that it's supposed to just like rain really bad. And we did have our gardener actually stop by this morning and take care of the garden, which was great because it looks beautiful. She did a fantastic job. The plants are looking good, and Melly didn't have to come out here in the rain to do it all herself. We have plants just evolving left and right, and I am loving it. Melly's birthday party will be taking place at 3 o'clock today. So Graham is going to come over a little bit early just to get things set up. And then, yeah, the party will start. Oh my gosh, look at our bonsai. That's so cute. I really love the way that that looks. It is time for Melly's birthday officially. Everyone is arriving. Graham, of course, was here first because he was setting up for the party. He brought her a honey cake, and so he made that from some of the bees or the honey that he got from his bees at his house. And so he brought some vegetable tempura that he made, and then Melly could not help herself. She's been over here making some ceviche and chips for everybody because she was like, look, I can't just not contribute to this. It's just the way that she is. So yeah, there are some of the ceviche and chips, and Graham set up these little balloons on the chairs, and he set up this area over here, which we will place her birthday cake right there in the center of the table. He's got some presents for her, this cute little arch and this little flower rug that he set up. And there's Agatha Crumple Bottom. She just came right on over to start cross stitching. And so it looks like, did Lillian come? We were hoping that Lillian come. Oh, there's Malory out there. She looks super cute. I don't know why she's just standing in the soil. That is just lovely. But yeah, we are so happy to have everyone come and join us. We are going to just call everyone to come and get some grub and just enjoy ourselves. For some reason, it never registers that we know Kim Goldblum. So she was not able to make it. So, we're just going to say that, something came up. She was unable to get here for it, and something going on with her grocery grocery order. It looks like, oh, here comes Malory. Oh, there is Lillian. Girl, you look gorgeous. I love that dress on her. That is her color. Look at that. She looks beautiful, and her earrings to go with it. OMG. And look at Melly's cute outfit. Isn't she adorable with all her little pinks? So yeah, look, they are coming over here. They're like, wow, this cake looks delicious. Can we eat it yet? Please, Graham, please. And he's like, we have to wait. Everyone eat your food first. So eat cake, have Sims play games at the same time, have Sims become playful at the same time. So let's go ahead and we kiss under the mistletoe. What is going on here? So I do want to tell a story. I thought that was an option. Oh yeah, it's in the friendly, and then we come here. So we will tell a group story. We're just gonna tell an adventure story about a stowaway. We'll tell it to Graham. Oh yeah, that's Sarah, Scott, and Malory. We'll just tell it to everybody because we want everybody to hear this story. And so Malory's super excited to come, and so yep, Melly likes to tell stories. And little Shiloh, if you're drinking a puddle, I hope that's not your own urine. But we don't know. So girl, why'd you just set your veggie tempura over here on the ground? But okay, so things are looking good. I'm just gonna kind of clean up after them while they do this. So okay, it looks like everyone is having a good time. And I did want to, we are going to open birthday present. So open birthday presents. Why can't one required? Does that mean he's going to open them? I wanted her to open them. Okay, whatever. Well, we'll see if Malory, yep, it's going to have Malory, I think, open a present. Or maybe it's from Malory. So yep, it's from Malory. So she's like, hey girl, I got you this. I hope you really like it. Nope, she didn't like it. The present is filled with sadness and lies. So, okay, let's try this one. She's like, just kidding, girl. That was my psych one. I just had to tease you a little bit. So let's see what this one is. All right, a gaming mat. Wow, that's impressive. And let's open this one from Graham. Let's see what it is. Oh, nope, another one. Another tease. Another tease. Graham's like, honey, it's because I gave you this house. And she's like, oh my gosh, Graham, you're right. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have expected too much. So open birthday presents. Okay, it's because she already performed this action recently. So let me go ahead and move all of these bowls over here to the sink because we want to blow out our candles while everyone is here and in a good mood. So, okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and have her. Wait, why can't she? Cake must be in the center of the I thought it was in the center. Did I? Oh, there's a bowl in the way. Let's move this bowl. Okay, there we go. Let's try this again. So here we go. So we are going to have her make a wish. She's such a selfless person. So Melly is going to make a wish that, she'll be able to help Mallory and Aggie out and that her farm will be successful. She'll get a promotion soon. Oh, there she goes. Everyone is so excited for her, but of course she didn't blow them all out. There they go. Great job, Melly. You gorgeous, beautiful things. She is aged up officially into adulthood. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh, she hasn't changed at all. She is still so gorgeous. Girl, look at you, you full-on adult. I should probably have Mallory age up to be a young adult now, because that's what would make sense at this point in time. But yeah, things have gone well. Let's call everyone to come and have a serving of cake. Ooh, and who is Cadence? I called to inform you. Oh my gosh, we're just gonna do this under what conditions. There we go. We got 2,500 simoleons. All right, they are all having cake. And so Agatha, I think, and Sarah should be pleased because they were like, we have been dying to try this cake. Like, this is Graham's recipe made from scratch with honey from his bees. And look, he's just prancing around because he's so proud of it. He knows it's good. And look, they're all just sniffing it. They're like, oh my gosh, this thing is delectable. And we're finally getting to talk with Lillian. And we're like, girl, you look amazing. She's like, thanks. I just actually got this dress. My husband got it for our anniversary. And so she is beautiful. What a beautiful sim. And yep, there's her husband, Jeremiah. He's pretty cute. Let's be honest. But okay, everyone is having such a great time. How can we have the Sims become playful all at the same time? So let's come over here and we will do an impression, see if we can get some people to start laughing, having a good time. I really love this arch. Graham did a really good job with the decorating, so full on props to him. Oh, I'm so happy to see everyone having such a good time because Melly, she doesn't need anything grand or big. She just wants to have the people she's close to and her friends, to be right here with her and enjoy their time together. And we actually just got a sentiment with Sarah, so we've enjoyed spending time with her. So I am loving that. Our party is about to end here soon, which makes sense. I mean, it's pretty late actually, and I'm surprised that her needs haven't really gone down much. But it has been such a great party. Graham really outdid himself. So this has been such a fun episode, guys. I have really enjoyed myself with this. We found out so much information about Mallory and her family and Aggie, and then being able to get a promotion, get things moving along with our skills, and then to have Melly age up into an adult and have this wonderful, nice, down-home little birthday party that Graham planned for us. And also here are our cute little cross stitch with our bird and our rabbit. I love it. It's so cute. And here's our ribbon from our third place. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you so much, Tater Tots, for joining me. I really hope that you've enjoyed it. I put a lot of effort into that whole beginning story. It took me quite a bit of time, so I'm really excited to share it with you. So if you aren't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the future episodes. And don't forget to comment down below. Let me know what you guys think and hit that like button. And it is that time. So I will catch you all next time. See ya.
Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in